everyone, Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me with another 12 by 12 process video. So this video is a layout I created as part of the National Scrapbook Day day. This challenge was over on the Coco Vanilla Studios page. If you are a constant watcher of my channel, you will know that Katie and I both participated in quite a few of those challenges over that weekend. And this one was the sketch challenge. So there was a gorgeous sketch created by Anna using these lots of beautiful love hearts. And I stuck to the sketch pretty closely and created my layout, closely inspired by that sketch. So I did my 3 layered love hearts and chose to stitch those because I really loved the pop that stitching gave to the page. And then this is a printed collection, so a digital collection of Zoe's that I've printed myself. And so I didn't print anything in a large enough size to back a 12 by 12 piece of paper. So I'm just going to lay my strips around the page, but I was trying to be super careful and measure it exactly where it needs to be. I lose that pretty quickly, and I end up just eyeballing it because it was just getting silly and it was getting a little bit too tricky to try and make it so perfect. So don't bother trying to do that. It will be too much. In the end, what I would have done if I was doing it again and I didn't just eyeball it is I would stick it so I know it's deliberately too big and then trim it down. Yeah, we all learn. But just so you know, you don't notice that this has been pieced together. You don't look at the layout later and your eye is not drawn to anything around the border as being off. Your eye likes the look of the border, but you don't notice it has been pieced up, which is lovely. So I just thought I would let you know that if you're wondering about doing a border like this yourself, maybe you've just got a scrap piece of 12 by 12 that, yes, it would be fine. So, what am I saying? So yeah, this is a digital collection that I have printed out. It is beautiful. I don't have any big drama with the digital collection. I printed on about 200 GSM, so it's a nice thick, a thick paper to use. The particular piece of paper I'm using right now to back around the edge is not I didn't print at home. I printed at a printing store and he was having a lot of trouble hooking his printers together, and every time he pressed print, it just printed on normal paper. And I asked him if I could keep those bits of paper if he was just going to throw them away, and he was going to throw them away. So bonus for me, yay, extra of this particular patterned background. I've got 3 of these in the end because he messed it up twice, and then the 3rd time it is on my nice fancy thick paper. All my ephemera is cut on that thicker paper though. So the only criticism I would have about a digital collection is 2 things. One, obviously you have to fussy cut it, that if you're going to use it in person, not on a digital scrapbook page, so that's definitely time consuming. I quite like fussy cutting, so I'm happy to sit off, you've got 2 ways of doing it. You can cut what you need as you need it, or you can have it all cut ready to go. I did a little bit of both. I probably have about 4 or 5 pages of ephemera to cut out. I'd already pre-cut 2 of them and left the other 2. And then I just cut out the bits and pieces that I needed for this particular layout. The other thing that I don't love about digital collections is the wood veneer. Obviously, it's not real because it's a digital collection. You print it on paper. And so that's another thing that I find a bit not completely up my alley. I know I won't jump to use the wood veneer because it's paper. But that's it. Everything else I love. So I would definitely get another digital collection. If that's the only way I can get some of these collections, not just Coco Vanilla Studios, like any brand, it would not stop me from buying it because it's digital. I quite like it. And then I have endless supply. Like, I've used all the floral that came in this collection, and I can just print that again and get more floral. Like, winning. So yes, I would definitely buy more digital collections. Not that any of you asked that question and I've just given you unsolicited review on it, but that's why I have a channel and I can choose to do that. Just kidding, being silly. So Anna created this super gorgeous sketch, and as I said, I copied it quite strongly. So I've popped the title where she suggested popping the title. I did add stitching. She didn't specifically say you needed to have stitching. Obviously, sketches don't need to be followed to a T, but here I am telling you I did follow it, and now I didn't. So I thought I'd explain that a bit better. I think I even followed it so closely, this was unintentional, that she said to use a little photo as well. And my photo is 3x4 size, but then even smaller because I cut it into a square. But really my photo is that size because I wanted it to fit in that cute frame, because I thought that frame went really well with the layout. So I'm going to pop a few clusters around the page. Again, they're the clusters based on where the sketch suggested you put them, so that was an easy decision-making process for me. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my florals now because there's 2 blue ones, which is fine, but the blue, the last heart is quite blue as well, so I was conscious of not having too much blue over on the heart, but no, I end up working that out. The stitching I have done using a crochet thread, a traditional crochet thread, so it's quite thick, which gives a little bit of dimension underneath some of my like where I'm putting the clusters. So I am just sticking it down with glue just to make sure it's going to hold. And then I'm just about finished. This layout was so easy because the sketch was so beautiful and so simple. I could just do exactly what the sketch said and wham bam, it's a gorgeous layout, done. I had a lot of fun with this one. This one was really good. So I am going to do a few splatters. I've got navy and black up and around the title, and then just around my little clusters. The thickers I am using are from the Reject Shop. Really like them. I brought 2 packets of each one, but now I'm starting to question if I should have got more. But anywho, here is my finished layout. Let's relax. Really enjoyed making this layout, as I've already mentioned. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the process and it has inspired you to get scrapping yourself. Have a happy scrappy day. Bye everyone.